I'm using that as a thumbnail. Y'all playing.
Turn around.
Let me get working before y'all start getting foolish. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in podcast land. This is Laying Pipe with the PVC crew. And you know we are the PVC squad. Y'all see my boys in the building. Paul, you know how we do. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? Tuning in to episode 20/4. Glad you guys been listening. So please, God involved, hit that subscribe button and like the comments.
And hi.
Hi.
See, that's the type of stuff that always got to jump the last time. All right, you already had people. Why you trying to mock? I ain't trying to do that. That wasn't me. that got me in trouble.
First off, you know,
that's facts.
Love doing this with my brothers, tuning in episode 20. I do want to give a shout out to the people out in Texas. You know, all the controversy happened out there with the school shooting. So want to give them all my love and heart out to support all the families.
We're gonna discuss
But I'm gonna pass it to my boy Vic. Vic, get in there, brother.
Say what's up.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here with you all again. It's another beautiful day with the PVC crew coming at you with another episode 20 for the audio people, and episode 4 for video land. Oh boy, Cam's got a surprise for us. He didn't tell us what we're going to talk about. So
I know, man. He had me all excited, man. It's like being a retarded kid at Toys R Us. You don't know what you're going to get.
What the
First of all, we're going to strike that part of the conversation right now because, you know, there's certain things we can't say. We ain't trying to lose our audience in the first 5 seconds and get us banned. You know there's certain things we can't say. Certain things we can't say. We're going to strike all that.
The cops are already coming for yours.
Exactly. Got the cops coming for him. Gonna break up the whole podcast because you up here acting the fool, saying the wrong stuff. Anyway, let's jump into first of all, before we get that far, y'all know who I am. My name is Cam, a.k.a. Mr. Nerd Boy, fresh in the building. Appreciate y'all rocking with your squadron. Like my boy said right at the door, make sure you like, subscribe. Don't mind the cops trying to... right now, they're trying to hit your boy
look at me up.
But definitely like and subscribe to the page.
I knew Paulie and Cameron was in there.
But salute to all of y'all. Thanks for all the people who are early adopters to the podcast and whatnot. If you're watching along on Spotify and on YouTube, definitely appreciate y'all rocking. Of course, if y'all noticed, I didn't put up the last episode on Spotify, and I'm not going to, because we're going to save that as an exclusive, because some of the episodes we're going to do will be exclusively for YouTube, and some of them will be exclusively for Spotify, so we will get some exclusive content on each frame. So sometimes you'll get the same content, sometimes we'll throw in exclusives, like specifically for Spotify, sometimes we'll throw one specifically for YouTube. So the one that we did in regards to like the nicknames, that will be something that will be exclusively for YouTube, believe it or not.
So please, follow both audio and video. Yeah. If you don't want to miss any PVC content, we encourage you to be with us the whole time.
Yes, indeed. So, besides that, you know how we do. This is about the time when we get into this particular segment. So, I'm going to pass it to Paul. You know how we do.
Uh-oh.
What you playing?
You know, they just, and I know you guys are going to laugh, they just put on the Game Pass Pac-Man, the whole limited edition. So I had to download it. School. I had to download it, and I'm like, man,
are you talking like Namco Pac-Man?
Yeah, it's like all Pac-Man land.
It's the Namco Deluxe.
Yeah,
like the anniversary edition.
But it's like the actual arcade, right?
Yeah, it's every single Pac-Man. So it's Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, the Whack 3D Pac-Man that they had back in the day.
Well, first off, that was not complete dog shit. Anyway, yeah.
But all of those. All right, go ahead. Continue.
So I played that, and Just Cause 4.
Just Cause, okay.
Just Cause 4, my bad. Still on that because I'm going through the hoops and all the storylines. But lately I've been stuck on playing, baseball. I gotta rock with the MLB The Show.
22, yeah.
For that, the console's still getting great, and I'm looking forward to see what they putting more on the Game Pass and stuff. Because they're supposed to be putting Assassin's Creed on there.
Assassin's Creed is coming. Yeah, Assassin's Creed is coming.
But
I think that's coming up later in the week. I think it's on the 6th or something, at the top of next week, something like that.
What you got, Vic?
I was just going to say, when you said stuff coming out, was the Xbox showcases this month.
That is true.
So
that's on the 12th.
We're going to be seeing some major shit, man. I'm really looking forward to that. And also today, this may be not as an appeal to many people, but Games Workshop, creators of Warhammer 40K, is having a showcase for their video games currently.
Okay.
Right now, actually, it's called Skull's Throne. And it's basically just a show of all the video games coming out. Specifically, it's probably going to be mostly about Dark Tide.
Probably.
And then maybe some Space Marine 2. Those games, especially Dark Tide, where I'll go check out. But Space Marine 2, I'm going to be probably watching that when I get home. But
yeah, I gotta watch the replay of that. I know that's probably happening live when we're recording right now, but definitely want to check out that for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's all I've been playing. I'm just flipping through the Game Pass, see what all I can play. But I'm gonna pass it to my boy Vic. Vic, what you been playing, brother?
So I've been kicking it old school a little bit, not as old as you.
Wow. I'm only 34, man.
But he said kicking it old school.
Like he. What's
old boy there? What's that? That was Seth Green. That was what's old boy?
Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah, man.
I'm kicking it out in Fallout land.
Okay, so which Fallout?
I've been playing 3 in New Vegas a lot.
Okay.
So I've been playing the ones that came out fucking, I think what was it, like 2010, right?
Yeah.
And so I've been playing New Vegas. I'm debating whether I want to try 76 or not, because apparently 76 has become a relatively, you could almost call it good game now.
Yeah.
Now, it's kind of like the fucking thing that happened with No Man's Sky, where on release everyone hated it, but now it's a fantastic game, which it completely is. Especially, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And so I'm
I was iffy about downloading that, but I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's not for everybody. It's exploration.
Yeah.
But I'm debating whether I want to try 76, because I did play a little bit of Fallout 4, but I played that game to the bone when it first came out. Even with mods, it's hard to replay it. Which console mods, that's a fucking amazing thing they did. But
yeah, which is pretty dope. And I kind of agree with you. I think the only thing about 76 versus 3 or New Vegas for that matter is that the gameplay is similar, but it's not exactly the same. It's a lot of technical things you got to get used to, water management amongst others, so you really got to kind of be mindful of those things.
It's essentially stuck. You're playing the game permanently on survival.
Right, and I think that if you're playing 4, like Fallout 4, and then transition to 76, I think that transition would be an awful lot easier. So I was kicking that around. I was kicking around playing 4 versus 76 with intent to maybe dive back into 76. Because I was like you, I was an early adopter on 76. Got into it. It wasn't really ready, but kind of like what they did, because that was the same thing they did with Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online, there was it's not much there, it's kind of trash. All of a sudden, it's one of the best MMOs cooking right now, by far. And it's really not even close, to be honest with you.
Real quick,
if you really think about it.
You think we're gonna see anything about Elder Scrolls in the showcase?
Yes, I'm pretty 99.9% sure that we're going to get a lot in this showcase. So. In this showcase, what I think is going to happen. Well, I'm gonna tell you, we're going to see Redfall. They already.
What is Redfall? Is that the vampire shit?
Yeah, it looks like it's like an action RPG, vampire-ish. Think of it like
Is it like Vampire the Masquerade?
I would say it's more like if you put Vampire, that game, and Dishonored, and they created a game.
Yeah. I think it's
Bethesda
like that.
too, right?
Yeah, this is Bethesda.
And then what I'm also looking forward to seeing is Avowed.
That's going to be another one that's going to be looking pretty good.
Because we literally got only one little trailer for Avowed. That was years ago.
Right.
Now I'm hoping to see more about it. And then plus, you got the big one that everybody's talking about, Starfield.
Well, Starfield, well, see, here's the thing. Because they backed both of these, they backed Redfield and they backed up Starfield.
To early 2023.
Yeah, which is fine. I have no problem backing the game.
They literally said they don't want to be Cyberpunk 2.
Right.
Which I understand.
But this game better be the one.
Starfield?
Yes. Because this is the one that's supposed to be the opposite of Fallout. So Fallout, for most intents and purposes, and especially when you talk about 76 now, the way that they worked on 76, it's becoming closely a very good game. I ain't gonna say masterpiece, but really good. Fallout 3, a lot of people's eyes that says super great.
So is that like another shooting game? I never heard of that.
It's gonna be kind of like Fallout in space, at least from what is been portrayed. But we don't really know because they really haven't dipped too much into it.
Real quick, when 76 came out, was Bethesda owned by Microsoft yet or no?
No.
Okay, this is so that means that the Starfield is going to be the first time we're going to see a game produced by Bethesda than while they were owned by Xbox.
Well, this one was kind of half and half because it started off
because it's been making since like Fallout 4.
Right. So it's been working before Microsoft took it over.
Concept.
Right. Yeah. But Microsoft, when they got their hands on it, they said, "Let's wait. Let's go ahead and put some extra money behind it. Let's get some smart people behind this game." So this one really has to be the one. And the reason why I say that is because this is the one that's going to really set the tone for what these other games are going to be like under Microsoft's watch.
Tell me, out of how much, like 1 out of 10, where do you think? How much do you think Starfield's going to be a banger?
I'm gonna put it at about like a 7 to a 7.5. I don't think it's going to be like a home run like everybody thinks it's going to be.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be one of those things that it's going to start off like a 7. And by the time it's done, like when you get all the DLC and everything cooking and get all the bugs out, I think it's going to be like one of those 9s. It's going to be kind of like how Skyrim was, kind of like how people are kind of view like Fallout 4. Remember Fallout 4 started off trash and all of a sudden it became super fire when they started fixing it. Same thing with 76. But Bethesda's known for this. Bethesda's known for like.
Is that gonna be like not to cut you off? Is that gonna be like a multiplayer game?
We don't know.
Actually, I think it's gonna be a single.
I think it's gonna be a single player experience, and that's the other thing that they're trying to get back into is like stop trying to get all these little multiplayer games just for the sake of having multiplayer.
Because one of the biggest selling points of Starfield is that it's a old school traditional RPG.
Yep.
Which hasn't been seen for a while.
Well.
Because you got a lot of games out there with RPG elements.
Right.
Right? You know, it's like, 5 extra damage, 2% extra health. Really, I wouldn't call that RPG. There's no real role-playing in that. It's just stats.
Right.
You know, but this is supposed to have almost akin to the first Fallout, to where, you know, you're going to have your skills, and then you're going to have traits, and then you're going to have perks, and all these are going to have, obviously, a massive effect on how your characters play.
But I'm trying to figure out how is this going to differ from. Well, let me ask this: how is their skill system going to differ from Fallout? Because for the one thing that makes Fallout cook is their skill system and their bat system. There's two things that's like super fire.
So I saw a video on this not that long ago about how you level up in Fallout, right? And,
yep.
It was a video about, you know, the most trash perks out of Fallout, but it was explaining how from the first Fallout, you got perks every 3 to 4 levels, which means the perks had to be good.
Yep.
Right? Then in Fallout 3, you got a perk every single level.
That's true.
Right? But that means they're not that powerful, you know, because you get one every single level, and if they were all super good, you know, then...
Yeah,
well, that kind of makes
was that every level that you got perks, or was it like
no.
other? Well, no, yeah, you got them every level, but they expanded what those perks were every 2 levels. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So in Fallout 3, you got a perk every level. Fallout New Vegas, you got a perk every 2 levels.
That's
right. And then in Fallout 4, it goes back to, which in my opinion, Fallout 4 has probably the worst perk system. But Fallout 4, you got a perk every level.
No, they don't have the worst perk system. Fallout 76 has the worst perk system right now.
I forget about that one.
Because that's the one that has a stupid card system that was trash. But anyway, we'll leave that be.
But yeah, so I think it's gonna be an evolved version of probably the I want to say, or not evolved, but probably a fusion between 4 and New Vegas's progression systems.
Well, I hope, and the reason why I said this is the one thing I had hope about this game is because when Microsoft got Bethesda, before they got Bethesda, they picked up Obsidian first. Then they picked up Bethesda, which means that I'm hoping that they kind of use some of the minds that are in Obsidian to try to help them with Starfield. I'm under the assumption that is going to be the case. Yeah,
that's why we don't have Starfield now, is because Microsoft was probably like, all right, we're going to take some people from Obsidian, we're going to make them work at Bethesda, and we're going to make the greatest game ever made.
Right, because if they could do that, because the one thing that Obsidian did do was give us New Vegas, which is considered to be the best of the Fallouts. Now, speaking of which, maybe I was tripping. I was looking at some stuff on like YouTube and stuff. Y'all hear about a game called Fallout London?
I've heard of Fallout New Orleans. I don't know about Fallout.
I said the movie.
No. I don't know if it was a trailer, but it was sitting on Bethesda's site about a Fallout that's set in London.
No, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, I saw it on. Maybe it was on Bethesda. Maybe I was tripping. I was just looking at some fan made stuff, but it literally said Fallout London, and and I didn't know if they actually going to talk about this more during the showcase or not. But I heard that being thrown around on different platforms, so it wasn't like just one. I saw it on the ESO platform on one, but I don't know if it's an actual thing or something they're teaching out. Could be.
It could be a spin-off game.
Which,
honestly, I think the Fallout IP could use a few spin-off games. Because, okay, so there's like 2 spin-off games. There's Fallout Tactics, which when it came out, a lot of people hated it.
Because it was Tactics.
But you like Tactics. It's XCOM, but Fallout.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole thing. If they redid Tactics, I would love that.
Tactics was a pretty...
it was good for its time.
It's what I actually played it not that long ago when I got the PC because it was on Game Pass.
Yep.
I played it. It took some getting used to because it's really old, but it's enjoyable.
Yep.
You know, I wasn't one of those people coming off where the Fallout 2 came out. And now you got Tactics, right? You know, which at the time people didn't like, but now it's kind of looked back on pretty fondly. And then you got the black sheep of the Fallout family, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, which was a console exclusive for the Xbox.
Yep.
It was completely awful, twin stick shooter.
Yep.
But I think Fallout's a perfect setting for simple spin-off games. Like an actual spin-off game. Like I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind another Tactics. I mean, believe it or not, that Tactics one was actually...
Well, they did it with Gears.
Exactly.
And that did fairly well.
Of course.
Gears was fun to play.
Because you want to know why? Because this is what I call the XCOM effect. XCOM did so well that some of the other major franchises wanted to at least try it and dip their toe in. And what you start seeing more and more is, especially with independent developers, you see a lot more Tactics games. Because you want to know why? A lot of people stream was like, cool, I don't have to be as engaged. It's fun. You want to know a slower pace. It's not like a whole bunch of hand-eye coordination. So you got 2 different schools of thought. It's like a change of pace for people who play first-person shooters.
Or maybe like even an RTS or something just a little different. You know, I'm not saying this would take research.
RTS, that's crazy.
Well, think about it. So I'd make it just for it to be fun. It'd be a fun spin-off. It wouldn't be canonical.
Yeah.
So you'd probably have the BOS, NCR.
That's dope. I didn't think about that.
NCR, Caesar's Legion. Yep. You'd have Raiders, Super Mutants, Enclave. And then you just got, it'd be like it'd be like Skirmish, but RTS.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. That's kind of dope. That's idea.
Something like that. I wouldn't mind a good spin-off game. I think Fallout's perfect for it.
That's a good idea. That's actually really
good. But actually, we never asked him. Cam.
Oh, no. Yeah, we was getting
what you playing?
I was enjoying this whole conversation, this whole story. It got real serious right here.
So what have I been playing? I've been playing MLB The Show. I've been playing... What else have I been playing? Yeah, MLB The Show I've been playing first, so I've been knocking that out. But I'm probably going to switch. I've been playing some small games. I was playing Peggle 2.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was playing Peggle 2, which is like a little puzzle game, old school back in the day, made by EA. I was playing that. What else was I playing? I was playing... skip my brain. That's so fast.
I thought someone... He did that so quick. I thought it was going to be like a magic trick.
I forgot.
You just like
imagination.
No, it's just like skipping my brain.
You did that so smooth like a genie.
Dang. Oh, God. So, MLB The Show.
Abracadabra.
Peggle 2.
Oh, God.
I played Forza 5 for a little bit. I've been trying to finish some of my achievements for that. Something else I was playing.
What game?
Forza 5.
Okay.
The racing game.
Oh, yeah.
Forza 5. Played a little bit of Gears. Tactics, of course. Not Gears 5, but I should be playing Gears 5.
Damn, I haven't played that game so
long. Then, that's pretty much it. Then Weird West, I've been playing that on the quiet on my PC. I've been playing a little bit of Weird West. But that's pretty much it. As far as like what I've been watching, I did spin around and see Tokyo Vice. Took some getting used to.
Yeah, because the first beginning, just getting through the plot stuff. It was actually pretty good though.
Yeah. It's actually pretty dope.
The storyline is good.
The concept of that is really good. It just took some getting used to. I think the story just took a little bit of time to develop. But once it kind of got past that first episode and a half, I was like, okay, it kind of cooks and starts to move. So that was pretty dope.
Watch Stranger Things?
No, I haven't rocked with Stranger Things. My daughter's watching that right now. But
I watched season.
But I heard that Stranger Things 4 was really like that. I heard it's that one right now. I may spin the block and watch that. Go ahead.
You guys gonna watch any of that new Star Wars shit?
Oh, that Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan?
Well, I heard, again, that's another one I heard that's been like doing really, really, really well. Especially for Disney. They've been really cooking on that Obi-Wan.
I don't have the app, so I need it. But I would love to see it.
So that's been doing well. Top Gun.
Man, they selling out like crazy at the theater.
Yeah, I heard it's like that right now. I mean, everybody who talked about it said it was fire. Now, I'm old school. I wasn't like super duper big on Top Gun when it first came out. And part of it, I don't know if it's like an understanding thing or it's a relatability thing. I think for me, it was more of a relatability thing. It's like, okay, he's a fighter pilot, all that stuff. It's like, I'm going to keep it dead honest with you. Most brothers, when they were growing up, especially as a kid at that time, we weren't thinking about being fighter pilots. Yeah. Let's keep it. I'm going to keep it dead honest with you. So it was hard to relate. Now, we understand, I mean, don't get me wrong. Tom Cruise, they said that this was probably his best role that he's ever done. Which is saying an awful lot because Tom Cruise did a lot of good movies, Collateral amongst other things, where he really done some really good stuff. Good. I know people sleep on Collateral.
Collateral was real good. I love that.
Yeah, but they said that this is his best movie. So now on the strength of that alone, I got to figure out is what everybody talking about is the real deal.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
They said that he did well. They said Val Kilmer was on.
And they gave a shout out to him because he was going through whatever he was going through, but. To see him still getting a standing ovation.
Yeah. I was like,
you can't sleep on Val Kilmer, though.
Yeah, no, Val Kilmer's he's one of my OGs. You gotta give him his due.
My favorite movie, Tombstone, when he played.
Tombstone's
when he played Doc Holliday. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh yeah, no, that's the one. But yeah, I've been doing that. Catch up some podcasts and stuff. So that's what I always try to keep abreast of everything that's going on in podcast world. Nice. One thing that we should do, a couple of things. Shout out to Master P. I know his daughter passed away about a day and a half ago. So, rest in peace to them. Blessings go out to Master P and their family. I know they're going through some tough times. Mm-hmm. But I definitely want to address that first. Secondly, also rest in peace to Ray Liotta.
Oh, that was
yeah, because he's the OG. He's been in a lot of the gangster movies.
He died recently. Right?
Yeah, he passed away off of a heart attack a few days ago as well.
He was like 60-something too.
Yeah.
Somebody else passed away.
Those are the two that I know. There's probably some more, but I just know that those two for sure. As far as like from the celeb world that I know.
And I just posted. I forgot who passed away. But if it comes around, I think.
Yeah. But I just want to, cause I know that was kind of like hot button topics right there. But before we get to the fun stuff.
Oh, I'm so sorry, and congratulations on your daughter from graduating high school.
Yeah. So
your baby.
So yeah, my daughter. Before we get into the other stuff, my daughter, she did graduate with honors and everything.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry. I didn't cry.
You can do it.
I didn't cry. It's like one of those things. Like when my son graduated, it was just a proud moment to see. When y'all have kids, y'all don't understand that. When y'all see y'all kids get to that point.
She had it. Look.
Nah, because
so proud of my baby.
It was funny because it's like, dog, she's so much like, a lot of times like my daughter is like a lot like her mom.
Yeah.
But in that moment when she's like doing a graduation, she is so much like me. Like, we just graduated, we good.
You got yourself a little nerd girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Kind of. I mean, because she's like, she is a part her mom, part her dad, as they're supposed to be. It's not going to be dominated one way or another. She's not going to be all me and not their mom. Just like my son. Even though my son is more like me than my daughter, but they still have a lot of traits of who I am.
They're a blend.
Exactly. But in this instance, she was like walking across, everybody screaming, silhouette. She ain't even looking. Then she'll look and give like a little quick wave and just kept walking. I was like,
That's how you do it.
That is literally about. I mean, because she knows that there's bigger and better out there, and she's working towards that right now. But yeah, it was good to see her graduate, to see her be up there with honors, have her little, ribbon on for her health and stuff. So she's, very proud of her. She's still working, doing her job and all that stuff. Good grades. It was great. It was a great thing. But speaking of like school and stuff, we should address this as the PVC crew. So we're going to start here. I know that y'all heard about the shooting that was out in Texas with the kids and stuff. What is y'all takes on that?
Want to go first?
It got a little emotional for me on that part because it's like, man, kids losing their life at a young age. They just started in their prime and stuff like that. And then what I didn't know, and my mom had told me this. One of the teachers who got killed, husband had a heart attack. Right. He visiting, trying to identify his wife at the hospital. Mm-hmm. So
he literally died of heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah, but nobody should go through that. Even though they shot and killed the kid, which I still trying to be iffy that okay, the police did that with that kid, but they didn't handle that situation out in Buffalo correctly, in my opinion. But like I said, nobody should ever be able to lose it, especially at a young age like that. So my love and heart goes out to the family members out there in Texas.
It was handled very poorly. There's no way to put it. When the police were on the scene, they didn't rush in and take down the perp. No, they were literally stopping parents from going in to save their children. And the kicker is the cops went in and got their kids out first. While these parents' kids were getting murdered. They were stopping parents, literally tackling them and macing them to stop them from saving their children. But the cops went in and saved theirs and then kept these parents out because of procedure. Instead of doing their civil duty and protecting people, rushing in there to take down this active threat, killing people, children. America's future is under attack. And what do? You save your own kid, and then you just stop parents from even trying to get their kids out. Letting this guy murder children. 28 people died. Yep. That number could have been significantly reduced if the cops went in, but they didn't.
I'm sorry. Should nobody have to go through that. But I was thinking too, I wonder if now this incident has happened, how does Texas going to respond to the, safety and gun laws and stuff?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Second.
But like you said, the situation was handled poorly.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
But I know certain standard procedures as a cop. They don't want to, rush in without trying to see if they can talk the person down. I don't know the situation.
There's no talking down when bullets are flying.
But
Yeah, because I didn't.
I didn't hear that part.
Maybe I didn't. That's the part, and that's why I was like, that's new information to me because I didn't do enough research. This is why I was like picking your brain about it because I saw it, but I didn't see that the cops were actually literally getting their kids out. I didn't hear about them macing parents to stop them. I didn't hear about that part.
There was this woman who, when she was there, I forgot her name, but there was this article. She was stopped by police. She was almost apprehended, but she was able to talk her way out of it. And then when the cops weren't looking, she jumped the fence, got into the school, and got her kids out. Right? But before that happened, she saw that one of the fathers was trying to get in. The cops tackled him, and while he was on the ground, they maced him.
Yeah, and again, it's kind of tough. But this is why I say I understand both sides of that equation. Mm-hmm. This is one of those, I understand the cops' job is to try to protect as many people as they possibly can. And sometimes in that process, in that thought process, you're not going to make perfect decisions in that situation. And I know macing parents is not the right way to go about that. I know you're trying to get people to calm down, let us kind of go in and do what we do. But on the flip of the coin, it's like, these are little kids that we're trying to get after. And I know that when the dude was running around, in an active shooter situation, you got a lot of things that you got to concern yourself with from a...
Not to cut you, how old was that kid?
I think he was 18.
18, 19. So I don't know how he wound up at the school, but he was, with intent of shooting. Because the first part of the story that I did get was, before he even got out the house, he was strapped up with,
There are some sketchy details about the shooter himself. Some
right,
things
because
don't make sense.
Because he said they said that the first thing he did was shot his grandmother.
Yeah.
That was the very first thing I heard. Before he even left the door, he already popped the grandmother.
He killed her?
Yeah. Like right at the house. So I'm like, okay, how was he able to get that off? And it's not like he's shooting with like a pistol.
No,
like
he's shooting with a rifle.
He's shooting with the heavy arm rifle. It's like, if you're anybody who shot some real guns, like some ARs or something, that's going to sound off. Even with the silent, it's still going to sound off. Even with the kickback, you're sounding off.
So the gun that was used for the crime was a AR rifle.
Yeah.
An AR fires 5.56.
Exactly.
5.56 is not the strongest round around. Not the strongest bullet out there. You got 7.62 by 39,
of course,
and you got 7.62 by 51.
Of course, which is heavy.
Right? Which is really heavy firepower.
Right.
But 5.56, the media loves to portray the AR as like this weapon that can just blow through anything.
Right.
Right. But it doesn't. This is a lot of its blame is movies.
Right.
And video game portrayals. I'm not blaming video games. I'm just saying ARs, the portrayal
because it's the perception that's given
of these guns, which is not how they work at all. I'm not saying this weapon's not deadly, right? And on top of that, real quick, they call it an assault weapon. That is false. An assault weapon has the ability to change fire modes,
right?
Which is why it's an assault weapon: single fire, burst, or automatic.
Yep.
This AR does not have the ability to do that. It's only semi-auto.
Yep.
So by that definition, it's not an assault weapon, right? It's just a rifle.
Right.
If anything, it's really no different from like a hunting rifle. It just looks different.
Right.
I guess because it's made of black polymer, and
metal.
It looks scarier.
Right.
But if you were to take like a M1 Garand and to take an AR-15 and put them side by side, someone will ask you which gun has the more firepower. They're going to pick the AR. When in reality,
it's the Garand.
But the Garand, those bullets will literally rip chunks out of people. It's 308.
Right.
It's a fat fucking bullet.
It's a big bullet.
I know we got a little off track here.
But it gives a little bit of perspective too.
But I'm just saying, what I was talking about was some things that make sense about the shooter, and like you said, when he got that shot off, ARs are loud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you can't tell me an AR doesn't pop off and somebody don't hear that, and the neighbors don't hear like an AR is going off.
It doesn't. It's a very distinctive sound, and considering this is Texas, I'm assuming most people have shot a gun there. And they know what firearms sound like. Someone in that neighborhood would have heard that and know that's a rifle.
Right.
There's no way that was not reported.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. So part of my problem was like, how long from that incident happening till him getting out in the neighborhood, rolling with twin ARs, by the way.
So wait, did he drive to the school or did he walk? He walked?
Yeah, he's walking around.
Wow. And nobody.
Let's think about this.
That's what I'm saying. Some of this shit don't make sense.
Yeah. Right, because you can't tell me.
Yeah, I didn't know he.
So somebody's just walking in the neighborhood with twin ARs. We live in neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Where we got real ones, real thugs, real gang members. There's certain ones who they'll have their little pieces in there, they'll keep it on the waist or whatever it may be. You're not walking a block with twin ARs unless you're trying to protect something or you're trying to do something. Let's start there.
Tear something down.
You ain't twin ARs. They're not little guns.
No,
these are pretty big guns, and you got an 18-year-old kid with twin ARs in his hand.
There's no way that you cannot dispute.
Even if you saw him walking. You mean tell me nobody's driving up the block? No neighbors looking outside? Nobody's seeing that a kid's walking around with twin ARs and nobody's making a call? And he gets all the way to a school? And in the school, he's walking around. Now, I understand in school, you're going to be all panicked. You see somebody, once you get to school, with twin ARs, and he's pointing at what I get that point.
And he just waltzed in, too.
And he just lollygagged in. But I'm trying to figure out how he got from his house by foot to get to the school. mean, it's not like the school's across the street here.
No, it was a bit of a trek.
It's a bit of
long enough for somebody to have seen that.
To see them and at least get a cop in there and say, what's up with this dude walking around? And again, this is the problem when it comes to the gun law. I know that you can have a permit to carry certain guns. Mm-hmm. But are we really talking about that when it comes to ARs? Because from last thought that I know of, you just can't just willy-nilly walk around with an AR.
You can't even walk around with that.
It has to be a case, unloaded, locked up, and you could have like the case of the AR and you're walking around with it, and then even then you're going to get pressed.
You're going to get some looks, but it would not nearly as bad as walking around with a fully assembled and loaded AR.
Right. But somebody's going to press you on it.
Of course.
You mean to tell me nobody? I mean, we really like that in Texas where nobody's pressing you on the AR? This is not you walking around. I mean,
it doesn't make sense. And people will say, "Well, it's an open carry state. They're going to look the other way." No, that's like for pistols.
Just if you was carrying one on the waist, if you could carry a 4.5 on the waist and do that.
So, because I didn't know he walked from. So you mean to tell me that he had two big old guns on him?
That's
walking down the street or wherever he was walking, to the school wise, and knowing it's ongoing traffic, knowing there's people out there in public, and you mean to tell me nobody
and then he didn't shoot nobody until he got to the school.
Seemed to make the call.
He already had his platform of what he was going to do.
He had at least somewhat intent. So, and that's part of the problem I have. It's like, where is your neighborhood that's like this? You're not in the middle of the country, I know. I mean, this is not farmland where one house is separated by like a few or 4 or 5 acres to get to the next side. This is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a regular city. It's like you walking in your neighborhood and walking 4 blocks, in your instance, to go from your house to Bellflower. Mm-hmm. That's basically about the Bellflower High School. It's basically about the walk we're talking about. So for people, I ain't trying to give away where this man lived, but it's not that far away from a high school. It's not really that far away. There's an elementary school not that far away from us on the opposite side, believe it or not. It's not that far of a walk. But I'm going to tell you right now, if we walked out of there with a little pistol on our waist, somebody's going to say something. At least be to the point where, he got a blicky on his head. They may not say anything, but at least they'll show the little pistol. If we walked out of this house right now with ARs on our waist, I guarantee you I got 20, 30 people stopping. Shoot, the thugs will stop us before. Like, where'd you get that from and what's going on?
I know they're going to call SWAT team. Hey, it's a guy.
Exactly. It's not even... The thugs are called. Like, the gang members are called on the neighborhood, let alone a regular person or somebody work at a business. Let's talk.
Like, on top of this, like how I'm sure, like here, I remember there was this... this dude was filming his friend, and his friend was walking... This was, I think, during when the riots were happening. Mm-hmm. Well, not the riots, but like the protest or whatever. Right? And this guy was filming his friend, and his friend was fucking around because he was walking like he had something straight going down his pant leg. Right? Like he had a rifle or something. His friend was like, don't do that. You're going to draw attention.
Yep.
Right? And the next cut, the guy was on his knees, like 6 cops around him, guns pointed at him.
Facts.
And that was just, he didn't have anything on him. He was just being stupid. But the point is that they thought something was there. And 6 guys were on him like that.
Right.
You're telling me nobody out there saw this.
And that's the part that I have. Because remember when that other little kid during the riots when he went out and he was pointed the gun at everybody who was like protesting and whatnot, and they everybody knew what was going on. They saw it. He was like, oh well, he was trying to protect himself. Because he was scared that he was a Trump supporter and this was Black Lives Matter. Y'all remember that? With that little boy. Y'all remember that? We wasn't that far removed. Similar situation. But this boy pulled it out of his car. He couldn't get 5 steps without somebody seeing it. You mean to tell me this boy came out here with 2 ARs and nobody sees shit?
That's what I'm just saying, man. Some of this shit don't make sense.
I was like, you can't explain that. So let's fast forward that part. You get to the school. I understand the parents and all that stuff. But at some point, you mean to tell me that there's no security on this school?
So was the school in session or was they...
Yeah, school's in session.
This was like the middle of the school day.
So did he walk through the front of the gate or the back of the gate?
I don't know that. Yeah. I'm assuming that he did not just barge in through the front door. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm pretty sure he would have to have went through a side gate of some sort.
Okay.
And then get to a room. And I guess from what it was, the cops kind of caught up to him when he got to the school before he got into a room. And I guess it was some sort of shootout before that. I guess he was shooting out. They were shooting in. This is why it was like a whole bunch of chaos. Because this is what happens when you have a mass situation where it's just, hysteria. Because you got the kids who don't know what's going on. You got adults who are scared. They're trying to figure out what we're going to do. Protect ourselves, protect the kids. A lot of them are protecting the kids. And that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. A lot of adults, and I give them a lot of credit for making sure the kids were taken care of. I understand the parents who were trying to get there to get their kids, but the problem is they were putting themselves in harm's way. So I understand what the cops are trying to do in that instance. I just think they went about it wrong because I didn't even get a chance to kind of control the masses. I don't think they were used to that situation. And most places aren't used to having a mass shooting situation. I mean, granted, what was it? Sandy Hook was the last time we had this situation. It was basically a similar situation that happened. Sandy Hook, basically like I ain't gonna say a mirror image, but just about.
Had the guy who was walking in the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at Sandy Hook. And then I remember.
Was that last year or? That
was about 4 years ago. 3-4 years ago, but that was the last major one that happened when in regards to the kids. I mean, and the thing is that we've had this stuff all the time. So it goes into your question when you talk about gun control. So I know that they're talking about, well, we need better gun control. So what's the answer? Because so if we start saying that, oh, well, we can't have guns, then what's going to happen is that people are going to want to get these guns anyway.
Yeah, you guys remember the war on drugs?
Right.
Mm-hmm. This is the war on guns.
And
even essentially, you know how the war on drugs went? They didn't go anywhere.
Right. And the war on guns is not going to go anywhere because guess what? It's not like this kid was buying an AR from a store. It's not like he pulled up into a Walmart, Target, whatever it may be, and pulled up and just bought one of these. As an 18-year-old, just bought one of these
Somebody
ARs.
Had to get him.
Somebody got him an AR. And you can get a gun. I mean, trust me, if we needed to get a gun right now, I'm pretty sure I could make one phone call. I'm pretty sure you could walk up a block and you could get your hands on a piece if you needed to get one. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being honest.
Because you are right on that. Yeah.
I could go 4 or 5 houses down and be like, hey, yo, I need something. They'll press you. Who are you? What you trying to do? What the other I'm a nobody. I just need this to do this. Paper it up.
Just need some iron, man.
I just need something. I gotta handle some things. It's not gonna be connected to you. No form or fashion. Scrub this off for me. We straight.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
And on top of that, fucking 3D printing.
You could 3D print a gun.
Kids
ain't stupid.
A lot of people don't understand how 3D printed guns work. Essentially, you're just printing the case.
Yep.
You're not making the internals of the gun of plastic. You could buy kits online. Obviously, the internals, the barrels, and whatnot. You're essentially just 3D printing the case.
Right.
So, 3D printed guns are becoming more and more prominent.
Of course.
The media likes to call them the scary term ghost guns because that sounds scary. But in reality, they're guns.
Yeah. The reason why they call it ghost guns because
there's no serial number.
There's no serial number.
They're not in the system.
And because of the material, it's harder to track when you're going through certain security protocols. It's very easy to kind of pack a plastic gun.
It is. And it's not like that one movie. Was it Dirty Harry or was it Die Hard?
I want to say Die Hard, but I'm
doing Dirty Harry. That was a good
movie.
But
there was a movie where essentially a dude had this little plastic gun that he would assemble. Right, that was a thing. It's not like that.
Right.
There's still substantial metal in the thing. It still show up on X-ray.
Right, but but in the same conversation piece, people would be like they couldn't tell that. Some people would be like, oh well, it looks like a toy gun, so I'm assuming it's a toy gun versus it's actually a real gun, but it's masqueraded as a little toy gun that you can buy in the store. That's the problem that you have. So it's tough because it's hard to say what to do when it comes to gun laws. I think the thing is when is it going to stop?
My God-honest solution is just everyone should be armed. That's my God-honest solution. I think everyone should know basic firearms training and safety, at least with the very least with a pistol. Everyone should know how to use a pistol.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna do that, brother.
But the problem with that is, and it goes into the reason why I say that that's a dicey road to go down, because when you get so used to holding a gun, any little itty-bitty conversation and argument piece, and you see this all the time, this is hood rules. It's not like one of those, we're going to talk it out. It's not like one of those, oh, we're gonna just handle this with our hands. It's every single time an argument pops off, it's
you gotta go.
It's always come down to that because nobody has the restraint to actually think that if I pull this is the cause and effect. Now, I'm not in complete disagreement with you, by the way. It's just I don't think people mentally are there to handle that type of responsibility.
Because nowadays people have been told to be afraid of guns. When in reality, you shouldn't, because guns are tools.
No, yeah, I'm not saying to be afraid of them. It's just people are not responsible with.
There's psychopaths,
because it's one thing to have it and the one thing to not have it. I mean, if you see somebody have it, of course, especially like you said, streetwise, they're gonna go show it off.
It's not even streetwise. It's just like you could. Let's say you're in a relationship, you get into an argument, not like a fist fight argument, just a regular argument. Emotions get high. Well, since you don't agree with me, I'm gonna put a. You see this stuff happen too often. Because there's a gun involved. And then everything escalates. And it gets real stupid and ridiculous. Over nothing, by the way.
Over nothing, yeah.
And that's the problem that you have with gun control. Now, I'm not disagreeing with you. People need to learn that. But they also need to have the mental to understand what the responsibility is.
You got to teach them young.
Yeah, you got to just teach them early. And I just think that, yes, we've been so built on being afraid of this versus how to be responsible. Just like with anything. People know money, but they don't know how to handle money because they're not responsible to know what to do with money. Same thing with a gun. Same comment. It's really the same comment. It's really the same.
I really agree with you on that one.
And essentially, guns are not going anywhere.
No, and again, they can talk all this rah gun stuff.
They've been saying they're going to take your guns for the last 30 years.
It's the second. We're talking Second Amendment rights. We're
not. People still going.
We're not talking. You're not. We built America off of takeover and guns. So what makes you think that we're going to change now that our whole country was built upon, we took over land literally built upon the guns we had versus another civilization that had bows and arrows?
So
we really talking that conversation.
So you think they're going to do anything to make sure this don't happen again?
They're going to say they're going to do stuff and they're going to spend money on a lot of shit that's not going to do anything.
The real answer is it's just awareness. And I know certain teachers are like, well, maybe I should pistol up or maybe I should gun up.
Because that's what I figured that's what's going to happen.
Oh, no, that's what they're doing. Yeah. Now, whether they tell you this on paper or not, I'm guarantee you this is how a lot of schools function.
Can you imagine teachers having guns?
This was talked about before. This was the first time
a lot of teachers quietly has been doing this. Yeah. They just don't tell you that they're doing this. Is not one of those things that they're going to broadcast. Well, I'm just walking to school with my gun every day. They're not telling you this. They're just doing this because in certain neighborhoods, their life is always in danger. They get in their car, they're in danger. They got people who could, kids are smart enough where they could track certain things to figure out where a person lives in a heartbeat. So if they get mad at them in the classroom in that day, their life is always on the line. They're in danger. So a lot of times they come in with the peace. That's how teachers can function, especially teachers who are in urban neighborhoods.
Yeah. Especially the older teachers.
Exactly, because they already know what's what. Or they have somebody in their family who has that and they're basically being chaperoned and protecting them at all times. Wow. We know that. But it's tough because you go through these situations and they were like, well, it happened with the kids. This has been a pretty constant thing here, though. I mean, Sandy Hook was one thing. Uvalde is another thing. Buffalo was another thing. I mean, a couple of years ago when they ran up into the Social Security building they ran up in there.
Church shooting.
Yeah, church shooting that happened a week ago. They don't. It's like there's no chill when it comes to certain people. They just don't care anymore.
Because the world is messed up.
Anyone else knows midterms are right around the corner?
What's that?
Midterms.
Mm-hmm.
Are right around the corner. When these two horrific shootings have happened.
Of course. Always been around like the voting season.
Come on.
Coincidental, I know. Seems it. Or it's coincidental in the manner in which they're talking about it. Not just coincidental by what it happens, because I think these things have been happening more often than not. I think it's more coincidental that they're putting a big onus on. Let's try to change the law to do this. Let's try to change the law.
Is the city helping certain families with?
Of course, they have to. They're the city.
There's a few
the city, the city, the county. they're strapped.
Especially for the babies, man, because no kids should be able to lose their life again.
I was talking about that. Commendable for the teacher who stood in the pocket with the kids, and it was like, basically took the first one, and even though that dude was like crazy in the head, it was just spraying everybody, but at least the teacher was still there in the cut to like just stay there in the pocket. That's tough. That's tough to do. You're still trying to do your best you can to protect kids that aren't even yours, and you still stood in the pocket.
Because, like I said, that's literally the future.
Yep. You
have to do everything you can to protect the future.
Right, and I just we're just in a day and age where you just kind of have to be mindful, and this is why I said, when we talk about my two graduating, that's part of the conversation piece. It's like, A, they were smart enough to get the job done. They knew the assignment, they got the job done. That's first and foremost. Secondly, they went through school environments, elementary school, junior highs, different schools, high school, different schools, dealing with a whole bunch of situations, things that could have easily got either one of them clipped at any point in time. But they actually survived and made it, which says an awful lot. To get your kids to see graduation, it's not the fact that they weren't smart enough, it's the fact that there's a lot of stupid things happening around them that could have derailed all that stuff. It wasn't like that they didn't have like a active threat shooter. Shoot, when I was going to the graduation, you had to go through 2 pat-down sessions just to make sure I get through the stupid thing. Me, my mama, checking bags, the whole 9. They had Anaheim's finest patrolling all up and down that graduation. I promise you.
At Bonaparte High?
No, we were at Savannah.
Oh.
And it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. It was like they were just up and down.
Because they knew,
they knew. I mean, they knew what was right.
They
were fresh off the heels of that, and I tell you, when they were stomping the yard, trust me. They were stomping the yard. And when that graduation was over, they gave us 30 minutes to find your kid, take your pictures, and get up off that campus. They was not playing. Because that's how serious it is. But unfortunately, that is what it's going to take. Yeah. And I know everybody's graduation was the same way. I know even after graduation, before they did anything, they did a prayer and a vigil for the kids in Uvalde. I know when I was watching the verses with Bun B and UGK versus MJG and A-Ball, same thing. Very first thing that they did, all that stuff because they're from Texas and stuff. So that was another thing that they did. It was just it's crazy that it has to get to this point, just for people to recognize that we got to do something. But the answer is what? What? The answer is I don't know what. I think the thing is just like, I guess be aware. I think my thing was it didn't have to get that far for people to be aware. I think that was just my take. That could have got stopped right at the pass.
I agree with you on that, man. Yeah,
it could have got stopped. It didn't have to get.
You walking around.
It is hard for me to get. It's hard for me to tell me that a kid could walk clearly. Anybody.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna keep it real 100 with y'all right now. If this was a person of a different race, it doesn't get that far. If this is a black kid walking around with 2 ARs, it doesn't get far.
You won't even make it up to the street.
I don't think he gets 5 houses down without somebody saying something and having 20 cop cars and the ghetto bird all in his mug, pinning him down, and probably shooting him down because he's walking around with 2 ARs.
And you're gonna hear the same thing they always say. I'm afraid for my life.
And again, I get all that, but we know that there is it is a bias. And I'm not saying that this boy was a white boy who did this either. I'm just telling you, we've seen this too many times. I believe so. We've seen this too many times.
People want to say, "Well, it's not a race thing." It is.
It is a race thing when it comes to how you handle it.
Or how the perpetrators treated.
Right. It's how it has. It's like when you said about that boy in Buffalo, how they eased that dude down. Mm-hmm. They tried to ease this dude down.
As bullets were flying, it was
bullets are flying through classrooms and stuff. He sprayed a whole room, and you're still trying to ease this dude down. Ease him from what? If he's shooting at kids and stuff, put this dude down. I'm not a person about taking people's life like that. But if he's sitting up there and he's spraying kids and stuff, and you know that's the only choice but to put this dude down.
That's basically.
I mean, now does it have to be fatal? Maybe not. There is a way. anybody who shoot anything, you could target your shots if need be. But if you only have head and shoulders to shoot after, because you shoot through a window, so it be.
It's not. He didn't have hostages. There was only victims.
Right, because he had already killed the hostage portion of the conversation. It's not like he was, I got these kids hostage and we're going to negotiate. No, he wasn't trying to negotiate.
Yeah, he already had his man.
He was ready to do. He was on his Biggie stuff. He was ready to die. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because it's stupid.
That one just hit home with me on that one.
Because it could have been. Let that happen someplace else. Let that happen out here.
Oh, no, yeah.
But even when that did happen out here, how did that conversation go when that happened out here, when it happened at that church? Oh, and prayers to everybody. And prayers to everybody's at church in Orange County, by the way. Asian church. Dude rolls up in there. They in church, praising God. Yeah, we know they're going to heaven. But you don't want to, you don't want it to be like that. You don't. It's just there's too many of these instances happening because you got too many knuckleheads. And you really want to.
But what's bothering? It's happening. Like it's not like it's happening. Usually, it's happening like majority every day.
Right, because in part of this, and it goes into this part of the conversation. This is a parenting thing.
Okay, so
how do you predict that though? It's a parenting.
Wasn't he living with his grandma?
Yes, but it's a parenting thing, meaning that a lot of who you are is derived from the influences that are around you. So if your influence is guns this, guns that, guns this, hood that, hood this, what do you think you're going to be?
That's tough right there. You are right on that, brother, because
you are what your influences are. And your influence is not necessarily based upon a person. So there's people who sit on their phones all the time. That is their influence. They're influenced by what happens on their phone. There are certain people who sit on a gaming console 10, 12, 14 hours a day. You're influenced by that game console. So if your influences are, I'm this person, I love guns, I'm surrounded by people who like guns, my daddy didn't teach me how to shoot guns, so I learned to shoot guns in the hood, whatever it may be, whatever that conversation piece was, that is your influence. And so parenting, most times people's like, as most parents, there are certain parents who are dictators. Yeah. But most parents,
I agree with you.
But most parents who parent the right way, they're not dictators. They're influencers.
Yeah. So like you said, with like a dictator parent, like all strict parents do is make a really good liar.
Right, because they're going to be like, do as I say, not as I do. And they are still influencing that kid, and they're still influencing their kid to do something a different way. But guess what happens when that kid's under that strict environment and you let them out to the wild? Y'all seen this all the time. Yeah. They're the same ones who will be like, well, this was the good girl who's real prim and proper and doing all this. 18 years old, they go to college. They're the very first one in sorority, very first one partying, the very first one acting a fool, very first one having a kid at like 19 years old. You want to know why? Because they wasn't influenced. They were influenced under fear and not influenced under here's the lessons behind it.
Well, it's like, so take a soda can, right? You take a soda can, you shake the hell out of it, right? That's essentially the parenting process. And then instead of opening it slowly and letting it all seep out, they're opening it all at once and it's exploding everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But and
that's why I say because the parenting has been changed a lot as far as like what you can do, what you can't do, what you can say, what you can't say. Exactly. Yeah. Because you're taking a lot of the rules away from the parents to actually be a parent. The discipline factor is thrown out the window.
That's like I tell people. Even, like certain people, I wasn't never for no gangs. I said, you don't necessarily have to be a gang. You grow up around it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just because you may not have been, just because you wasn't affiliated,
you're surrounded by it.
You're around it. Yeah. And just because you're not affiliated, that doesn't mean one of your boys wasn't affiliated. So by association, you were connected. Because you was like, well, you're cool with him. That means you're not cool with us. Unfortunately, you're affiliated. Because your influence was this person. Just like when we talked about off camera, and I'll throw a little tidbit. It's like, there's two perspectives of how you teach something. There's people in the hoods who will teach you the exact same lessons that somebody who's from school would be able to teach you. They're ultimately teaching the same lesson, but the influences they're teaching it from a different perspective, so the influence will be completely different than one to another.
Yeah.
So if I told you, here's how you get money, there's a lot of people in the hood who are gang members and thugs who make a buttload of money, a lot more money than what people give them credit for.
That is true.
And people look up, grow up to idolize what these dudes are. Why? Because they got it. I'm not telling you that they don't. They do. We know this.
Yeah, fast money, like you know how to work it.
But if you take some of the lessons, the same lessons that they learn in the streets, is the same lessons that people learn in business. The answer is one and the same.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of where is the influence coming from? Is your influence going to be street, or is your influence going to be education and that other side? Because there's two sides to every story.
And I feel like a lot of people lack off, like you said, the education part.
No, because they go by what they see. They see when they see the dude in the hood, he's shining, he got the chains on, he got the clothes on.
Nice car.
I get it.
Got the females.
And I'm not saying again.
And you know what?
And this is no knock to them, because that is their grind. That is their hustle. One thing that I was watching the podcast, Math Off of Podcast. Shout out to y'all. They had Fat Joe on there, and he said, like, look, my job was to get it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I got it by any means. But he changed from being this hood dude to being this. But he was always kind of drawn that way because his peoples were there.
Yeah,
he couldn't pull everybody out.
And he said something too that made sense too. And Master P said this too, and I'm quoting both of them because they always say sometimes you have to cut certain people off.
There's people who will be in your life for a season.
Yeah.
And that goes into, that's not just in a relationship thing, that is in a friendship thing, that is with work. There's people who are going to be there for a period of time. You're not designed to be with every single person for life. You're designed to be with certain people for a time, for a season, for them to act. So actually, to be honest with you, and this is the Lord's way of telling you, you need to go through this to learn something. Because if you don't learn it here, I'm going to put you through the situation again. It may be a little bit different, but you're going to run through the same scenario again and again until you figure it out to get it right.
And that's where the parenting.
And that's where parenting comes in, because parents are going to be your first initial influence. Everything that you know, you're taught. You are taught. You're taught to walk. You're taught to talk. So if you were in a different household that was raised with two different languages, guess what? You're taught both.
Both, yeah.
Why? Because your parents is the influence to ensure that you are taught both.
Jesus, you're literally taught to breathe when you're first born.
Exactly. You are taught everything. Nothing is done on your own. Everything that you have learned in life is being passed down to you.
Yeah.
It starts with your parents. Your parents are your first influence, but they should be your dominating influence to a degree. If your parents are in the right frame of mind and all this stuff, that's a different conversation. But when I say it comes down to parenting, people who are good parents need to just be better in the discipline aspect of things. So once they get that aspect down, a lot of the knuckleheads, like a lot of the kids that they're raising, won't be as up to do stuff like this. And this is not all kids. This is like the dudes who do this stupid foolery. 1%, 2% of the kids that are out there. There's a lot of great kids out there. For every one or two that are doing this, there is plenty of them going to Stanford, going to Harvard, going to all these colleges. There's a lot of them who are social media influencers on TikTok, getting to the bag, getting a buttload of money every month. Trust me, we see it all the time. We pay attention. There's a lot of kids who are getting after the bags who their parents or their adults have never gotten to the bag before. It may be unconventional, but they're still getting to that bag. Don't get it messed up. You can watch TikTok, you can watch YouTube, and you can watch Twitch. It was kids who was getting to the bag, and then adults had to kind of adjust and figure out how they were able to get to the bag and be independent quickly. That's what it's coming down to. It's just now us adults are just now catching up.
No, I was just telling Victor, you just touched me on that. You are right about the parenting because, like I said, if I was raised at a certain degree where, okay, I'm going to get you this and this and that, you're going to be at this state of mind, I probably would have been graduated college by now.
Of course. Because I'm going to tell you right now, with the influence, if you were with a different set of people, friends, family, maybe a little bit different, even if your family was the same, if you were in a different friend circle, you probably would have done different things. I say that all the time. Yes, I was good in school. But if I would have hung out with a different set of friends in high school than I did, then I probably would have been, instead of like a 3.4 student, I would have been like a 4.0, 4.2 student. Because I was hanging out with the smart kids who was going after it.
Yeah.
Fast forward to them today, some of them are doing okay. One of my peoples just bought herself she just got married. She just bought herself a business space where she's doing a whole like life cycle thing, and she's getting like plenty of money right now in Texas, by the way. So getting after the bag.
Like recycling?
No, like cycling, like soul cycling.
Oh,
like exercise, soul cycling.
I was like, how the hell do you make money off recycling?
No, soul cycling. But she's getting after the bag. So there's a lot of ways to get to it. But anywho, let's get to some fun stuff. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to play a game.
Hopscotch.
So, I got a list of some stuff. You tell me if you recognize it, and if you do, you either give me the cast or give me the quote, and I'll give you a point. You ready?
Let's see what happens.
I want to see.
First one. Boys in the Hood. Recognize the movie? Yes. Cast them. Give me either give me the cast or give me the quote, or give me a quote from the movie.
You're gonna refried bean.
Trying to think.
Come on, this is your
No. I want to say the right word. Boys in the Hood. You got Doughboy. You got Trey.
Yep.
Quote.
Give me a quote.
If they don't know, they don't show. You know.
You did the man. You could have simplified it. You could have did the Ricky. That's what you should have.
I was gonna do that, but I'm like, you know what? Everybody does that. But
all right.
You gotta get another one.
I got you.
Go to question.
I got you. Next one. Next movie. Set it off. Hey, come on. This is your hood check today. I'm trying to get you your hood check today.
Set it off, Cleo.
Set it off. Y'all both.
No. I got. This is my funny one.
Look what you did.
I know. This is my.
Set it off.
Who
had trash can number 3? I did. If you don't like working for me, then why don't you take your hood with your broke ass? Otherwise, shut the fuck up and get back to work.
That boy was funny too. All right.
Wait, I got one more. He said, Cleo, I know you didn't come to work. You ain't came to work and you ain't called nobody. I'm broke, Luther. I know you gonna give me my job back because nobody don't take shit the way I take shit. Now shut up before I stick that boat up your ass. You better say that for your little girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. This is reward enough right here.
Ready?
Yeah.
Number 3, New Jack City.
You ain't got my money?
I just want to see what he does.
You ain't got my money? You ain't got my money. So see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. G Money know what happened. You messed up. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Yep, that's the one I was waiting for. Alright?
All you motherfuckers in here don't nobody know nothing what happened. He jumped open with the change.
that part was hilarious. No, I always liked the part when it was
no, but see, wait, I gotta act because when he walked in, he had the dog.
We can't see. Wait.
Oh,
Get the camera. Go ahead.
He walked in with the dog. What happened?
That's true.
Don't nobody know nothing. All you hey.
Did he start it?
Shit, what happened, man? What happened?
That's true.
What up with this? All you motherfuckers in here don't know what happened. G Money know what happened. You effed up, boy. You know, he the one brought him to my attention.
I just want to see. I want you to name every movie on the
list. I know, we going.
He the one brought him to my attention.
I know, we going.
No, but I want to see. This motherfucker can recite the whole movie. I want to see how many quotes he can do from a single movie.
Well, we ain't got that for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Next one. Friday.
Which one?
The first one. The OG Friday.
Man, stomp him out, Debo.
Stomp him out, Debo, yep.
My grandmama gave me that chain.
Shout out to DJ Pooh, by the way. That's my dog.
Man, ain't nothing in this house. Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. In a goddamn refrigerator. Eating up all the food. All the chicken. All the pee-pee. All the collard greens, all the hog maws. I want to eat some of them chitlins. I love pea feet. Now, when I went to bed last night, didn't I tell you to take out the trash? Yeah. So why didn't you do it? Oh, I fell asleep. I wish you would sleep right now. Knock you upside of your head with a left hook. Make your ass get up and take out that damn trash.
That's the one.
Put some water on that damn shit.
Ready? Got another one for you.
God, that movie's fucking amazing.
It was a very good classic. Menace to Society.
Stay up, Kane.
Yeah,
take it down, Kane.
Damn, Kane.
Who was saying that? Yo, man, you was back there crying like a bitch. Hey, man, you know, since you got out of the joint, and by the time you gave me my money, I told you I ain't got your money yet. Motherfucker, what you mean you ain't got my money yet? Everybody know you got that money stashed from that robbery. I told you I ain't got your money. The fuck you mean you ain't got my money yet, motherfucker? You best be coming over with my cash or else. Fuck you, Ted. Motherfucker think he Ron O'Neal or something. Oh, bitch, nigga. What you gonna do? Oh, what I'm gonna do? Hey, man, Ted, calm down. Man, get out of here. I told you I pay your monkey ass when I feel like it.
You don't need no subscription service. You just need this guy.
No, it's just that part with Sam Jackson. That was the most gangster shit he ever did in that movie.
That was kind of funny. What else? Oh, nah, Minister Society? No, you didn't mess up the whole thing.
Oh, wait.
What?
Keep it going? Oh, I got another one from Minister Society.
No. What were you going to do?
No, go ahead. Let him go.
I'm going to need you to come back around here by 10:30.
Yeah, that was a good one.
10:30 at night? Yeah, 10:30 at night. But you ain't got a problem coming here at nighttime, right, motherfucker? You want a black man to ride for your motherfucker, but you won't come here. Take your ass back down on the board.
That was funny.
Hey, Wax. Hey, man, why don't you make some brothers some grits, man? Hurry up, man. I'm hungry the motherfucker out here.
I remember that. That part was funny. Nah, but the best part of the whole quote of the quote was, can I get a double burger?
Some fries. Hey, man, I said with cheese, motherfucker. Man, we supposed to be brothers. Better than me than the motherfucking cops.
That part was funny.
I almost shot your ass over a burger. And I take a number one with cheese. Order my motherfucking move. And I want your Dayton's.
Exactly. Your pager. You a baller, huh? That was
See what he started? He started this.
No, I love it.
Let's see if he gets this one. I don't know if you know this one. Juice.
Mama, I got this new dance I've been working on.
That's the
That's the only part. That's the only part of that movie. When he walked in. And you know what's so funny? Me and my mama was acting it out the last time. And I did it so much. Mama, I got this new dance I've been working on.
I'm a little disappointed though. You went from Menace Society. You should have followed up with Don't Be a Menace.
No. We ain't got that far yet. I'm just jumping around.
You want to get in this?
Above the rim.
Doing great.
Above the rim. I got him.
You got me on that one.
I got him.
I just had to, because I'm picturing it because there was a scene with Bernie Mac was so funny in it. I can't remember the line on that one.
Remember, that's the one with Tupac.
Tupac and Marlon Wayne.
Marlon Wayne, Tupac and
all right, give us a quote, Cam, from it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember that one by
heart. Hustle and Flow.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. All the time I done see some crazy things in the streets.
he told you to
Terrence Howard. I don't know what it was.
boy, you gotta pull up the voice and everything.
I don't know what it was with that voice, but he was on point on that. When it's gonna be my chill time, man? I'm telling you, you're gonna get that little boy a little anime, man.
Mm-hmm. Man, when he stomped out Ludacris in the club, boy, I was like, dang, that was great. That was a good movie.
You gonna play my records? But you in charge. Say it with me. I'm in charge.
Say it with me. I'm in charge. Actually, that part was funny too. When he had sent her in there to go get that microphone, that was good too. I got a good one. House Party.
The first one.
The OG one.
Fuck. Now you see the problem with that one is I always merge fucking 1 through 3 in my head.
I know. The OG House Party.
Oh, I gotta start. Hey, Chris.
That's not the one where he's fucking house sitting for his grandparents, right? Or is that the third one?
That was the third one.
I'm trying to remember now.
So the first one was the OG.
Hold on, I got it. Breakfast is on the table. You want to come on down here and eat this shit before it get cold?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, you know, better if you wouldn't call it shit, Pops. It helped me too. Get your ass down here and eat it.
That's Robin Harris, boy.
Wait, was the first one where he tried to hide the pink slip from his dad?
Yes.
No, because he got in trouble.
Yeah, he got in trouble, yes.
Can you explain this? Huh? He called my mama a name. Man, don't you think you harder? I am getting sick and tired every time you go to school, every time you get in trouble. I wasn't trying to use that for an excuse. Then why you didn't tell me when you first got home? Why you try to hide it? I didn't think it was that important. Oh, you didn't? Your school thought it was important.
Nah, it was full force. I'm about to whip. Yes! That's the part that was funny to me.
Wait. Was that the one? The first one was like,
Bilal, you gonna pass out.
Nah,
Hey, yo, chill. Hey, don't bump the table. I'm trying to mix.
That's a good
one.
one.
Think, which one was it? Like, hey, Paul, you smell that?
Yeah, that's not it. Smells like.
I smell like pussy.
Kick his ass. That laugh was always getting me.
The coldest line in that movie to me was.
I don't know about you, but I know when I comes to my dick action, all I can think about is pussy. He must got a mental block or something.
Wait, was it the first one too, where it would where it showed that the black family and they were making Kool-Aid and they were putting like an ungodly amount of sugar in it?
Yeah, it did that. That's the quote. Which one you want? Grape or red? Grape or red?
Bring us 2 glasses of Kool-Aid.
Grape or red?
Red. Hey, Peanut, bring me some of that dick gravy.
That part was cool too. But the coldest line in the movie to me was George Clinton. He threw the record on his head.
Oh, yeah.
I did it, and I cried 2 tears in a bucket.
Fuck it. Take it to the stage. And he hit him in the balls.
And
he just laid down and let you go down.
That part was cold too. What else?
You gotta give me a good one, man.
Ooh. I'm just bouncing around.
This man just looking at anything.
No. I have a list.
Well, don't show us.
No, I ain't showing. I just flashed with that.
Guys, this is my thing. I act out movies.
White chicks.
Oh God, I fucking love that movie.
White chicks. First,
okay. So
I am so freaking pissed. Making my way downtown and driving by.
You mean to tell me you are not white?
That part was funny.
Negro, please. Did anybody tell you this is a white only party?
Somebody get this jigaboo away from me.
Terry Crews.
I'm telling you right there.
Terry Crews.
That's wifey right there.
I'll never forget. Although people remember all that part, but you gotta understand the beginning of that movie's great.
Yeah.
No, that whole movie.
The club scene was great.
That whole movie was phenomenal.
Man, I don't know. I gotta feel this.
The fuck.
I should have started this. I should have started this. We doing this. I should have started this. We doing it. We in
my
this now.
Hey, man, you got a problem? Go ahead, Cam. Give me another one. See what you started.
The coldest part.
No, that's Kool-Aid, man. It's just the ribble flattener. Is that bra? No, it's new gun holsters.
Nah, the one with
the funniest part of that whole movie is when they was riding the car, they were doing that. They were like, "We the realists, nigga." That part was hilarious. I was dying when I saw it.
So nobody's around. Gee, my nigga.
God, that movie's such a gem.
That is.
Go ahead, Cameron.
That's a great movie. Okay, hold on. Let me get some more out there.
We can literally spend the rest of this episode on that.
We are. No,
on that one movie alone.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's go with. Let me give y'all a little OG one. More Money. That's
Damon
with
Wayans and Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, Damon Wayans, Marlon Wayans.
I can't act out that one. I don't know that one by heart.
You don't know.
I've seen them. I got the movie idea in my head, but I can't act it out.
Okay.
Good movie though.
Great movie. Let's see. I'll just go 2 for 2 with him. Low Down Dirty Shame.
Shane! I was gonna say. Good morning, Shane. You looking at me like you want to take a kiss?
that was so stupid, boy.
What you cooking there? Smell good. Oh, you don't know what you're missing, Shane. Women show can burn. Yeah, he should keep his head behind the stove while he burning. Oh, no, he didn't. Miss Peaches. Now, Shane, I told you he's a little sensitive about his hair. He ought to be. Look like peroxide when I stopped. Oh, you didn't have no problems when you run your fingers through a sharpshooter? Hey, man, I didn't touch you. Oh, no. Don't get your asses in the punch just because you was cruising. You was a little sleep. A little.
That part was hilarious.
Nah, the part when he pulled in, he said, "Who the hell are you?" It squeezed me. This is my room. You came in last night, bro. You better show me some tits or die. Miss Peaches, you need to go over here and get this walk waller. Why didn't you tell me your roommate was a guy? Because you ain't never asked. What was all this girlfriend stuff all about? Please, Shane, girlfriend is an expression. Well, excuse me, girlfriend. I'm gonna go take me a hot shower, but you're not gonna wake up in a crying game.
I got another one for you.
Now you done got. Now people gonna be like, this nigga really know how to act all these movies.
We're
gonna get a phone call from one of these actors.
I'm fucking making a resume for all here.
I'm gonna see if you got one good. Soul Plane.
Oh fuck yeah! That's a great movie.
You want to say something? You don't want to say something? I ain't slapped the bitch in 2 weeks. See, if 50 Cent come up here, go shop niece, it's your birthday, and we don't hear real fucking cheap. Wait, stop, little nigga, look like 5 cents.
That's just African bullshit. We're like,
What is teabagging me? Oh man, that's the shit. That's when you dip your balls in the freak mouth and you just did. I got the idea.
My favorite part of that movie is when they were about to take off and they passed the fucking cowboy plane and they locked the doors.
No, that favorite part when they was at the low class section and they had the bucket of chicken. Don't be greedy. Give one.
We'll take one and pass it.
Take one and pass it.
And then, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Y'all need to get his ass. And they go Osama Bin Laden. You ain't going with us, Osama.
Where do you think you're going, Denzel?
Show me that ass, nigga.
Take off your pants.
All right, we gotta get to some hard.
Hold on.
A little bit. We gotta get to some good.
When you was fingering the mashed potato. Oh, you nasty.
Where's my yacht? Stinky finger. Man, only if you have Stinky, you have Miss Potato. It's always a player here out there who ain't getting it. You know what? Just because you blind on me, I won't whoop your ass. Looking like a Mississippi lemon. Looking like a disco lemon, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, Snoop was really good in that movie, too. And I learned how to...
What the fuck, man? Did you even know how to fly a plane, man? Yeah, I got my wings when I got out. It was I to get a GED. I missed them niggas, man. Those are his niggas.
Fucking picture of Michael Blackson.
Too. I forgot he was in that, too.
That wasn't Michael Blackson. That was, damn, what's that dude's name? He's the one who do all them people voices. He does. He did Steve Harvey.
Yeah. I forgot.
Godfrey. Is this
Godfrey?
Godfrey.
Godfrey.
He is funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Go ahead, Cam.
Ooh, I got another one. Let me see if y'all get a little something a little bit difficult. Let's see. Harlem Nights.
You went there.
Yeah,
okay, I got it.
That's for your mama too.
I got it. Hold on.
He can't even do it
because I'm laughing
with a straight face.
Vera, you know we tied up at 10 o'clock. What is your problem? Kiss my ass, sugar. I got to watch my girls till the last trick is done. Now, I'm not finna ask nobody to roll over to punch some goddamn clown. Now, this is your place, but I'm in charge of the girls. You can just kiss my ass. How much you made tonight, baby? We made my 200. 200? Y'all been back there all night. You only made 200. You can kiss my ass quick. I don't say nothing about when the crack tables come up short, because the crack tables never come up short, just the girls. And go, Miss Vera, she walking her mean ass. I'm just trying to hear what Quick is trying to say. I ain't trying to say shit. You in charge of the girls, right? I'm in charge of the girls. Are you in charge of the girls? I am in charge of the girls. All right, look, the girls are always coming up short. All right, let's get the shit out of the way. The girls are coming up short. Even when the club is packed, the girls are coming up short. Now, either you or them got a problem with the arithmetic. Are you saying I'm still in? Red Fox. The man ain't saying you still in here. Now come over here, sit down and shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, Benny. I will tell you to kiss my ass too, but you probably can't find it, you blind motherfuckers.
That part was good too.
Hey, man, you need to step out back. Hey, it was just a misunderstanding. No, it ain't. Quick, excuse me, is stealing. And if you gonna take us for Quick in here, we can all be some fighting motherfuckers in this evening. Bring your ass, nigga. Bring it on, come on. Bring your ass, come on, get up and come on.
That boy about to give out the whole movie.
This shit is almost like fucking. It's like watching.
I'm telling you, man. Those comments.
I got another one.
It's sad, but it's funny because that's all. When my grandmother, God rest her soul, that's all we was doing was watching.
No, I'm not talking down on you, man.
Right,
it's fucking amazing. Really.
Let's get some hard ones out the way. Waiting to exhale.
What?
Wow. You
waiting to exhale. We know Whitney Houston.
No. I'm finished. I said,
come on. Let's see if we got it.
It's only one scene is my favorite part. I can't even act it out.
Kill this man.
I can't, but because I was finna say it.
He about to get us killed.
When set it on fire. Damn, you can't make a. I just say you don't piss a black woman off.
That's it.
Because you should set your car on fire. And when she walked, Angela Baxter walked out back there like this, Cam. That was my favorite part. The fire department came.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it will never happen again.
I got another one for you. Let's do this one. Let's go with Baby Boy with Tyrese. You know Tyrese, Megan Good.
Yeah. Hey. You sound real hard on the phone, nephew.
Yeah. Snoop.
Yvette. Oh, y'all just gonna turn the lights on me, huh?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You gonna go up in there, you gonna clean up, you gonna make them tacos, right? I'm gonna clean up. I ain't gonna act out that part.
No, you can't do that one. You can't do that one. That was in the. You would have to watch the movie to understand the spot in which you said that part. You don't clean up, you make them tacos.
You got a little business and everything. That's good. You make that paper, but it's all about bread and butter, baby. Yeah, little dumb motherfuckers. This nigga always coming over here drinking all the Kool-Aid. No. Damn, mama.
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
That's right, boy. Call for your mama.
Call for your mama.
Let's see, I'm gonna be your little bitch.
That part was funny, but that wasn't the coldest. But I'll tell you, that wasn't the coldest part of the movie. The coldest part of that whole movie is when that dude was walking and he was in the kitchen butt naked. So Tyrese turned his back.
You want some breakfast?
I was like, no. You want some breakfast?
You want some breakfast?
I was like, oh no.
You can't tell me every brother ain't done that.
No. That never happened to me, but that dude would have died.
That would do. I'm just saying, when they woman, they gonna go over here.
Yeah, I know that, but he was man. Somebody would have died doing something like that. Nope.
Hey, what you know about this? This is grown folks music right here.
Yeah, that's
Marvin. You best believe it.
That part was good too. Let's go with we did that one.
There's some unstable creatures. That's my new word for y'all.
Ooh,
I ain't gonna say the B word. Go ahead.
Let's go with How High. Method Man, Red Man, How High.
Oh shit, we got a black man for a teacher. Now see, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, bro? Holla.
Yeah, that was good too.
What's wrong with this? Man, he probably been locked up between me and your ass put together. Get him. Oh, green Jim in the cricket suit wearing ass motherfucker. Oh, short Colin Powell having ass motherfucker.
Get him.
Look, Angela Bassett Wade without the sideburns. Have a motherfucker.
Get him.
You dynamite disco.
That's where they got it from, too. So they started doing that stuff down, but that's what they got it from. That part was hilarious.
This class is fucking boring. I'm out of here. Excuse me, Dad. You say, well, all due respect, sir. Fuck my dad. You're an asshole. Did you just call me an asshole?
I got another one for you. Coming to America. We gotta get in there. We gotta get that.
That's
good morning, my good neighbors. Hey, fuck you. Yes. Fuck you too. God damn, that boy good. Yeah, good and terrible. Randy Watson. But you can't take away my dignity of me. Sexy chocolate, everybody. Sexy chocolate. God damn, that boy good.
man, what kind of
You must be
this.
Joe Louis is ready for chocolate. He was bad at sugar, right? He's bad at catch. And what's that new Mike Tyson look like a bulldog? Joe Louis whoop all their asses. What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there you go. Every time we start talking about boxing, a white man got to put a Rocky Marciano on his ass.
You gotta sweep the shit up.
Let me tell you one something. Rocky Marciano was good, but the baddest Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
Yep.
He beat Joe Louis's ass. That's right, he did whoop Joe Louis's ass.
Those were all played by Eddie Murphy too.
And Arsenio Hall. You know what? They just did a tribute show about him too. Arsenio Hall.
Yeah. They gotta show that man some more love because he did a lot. Now, speaking of Eddie, Boomerang.
Oh, that's where he's a CEO, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good one.
Yes.
I got it. Hey Marcus, I heard the girls at the office got you pushy whip.
It's this one.
Why don't you reverse it? Don't be getting pussy whip. You whip that pussy. Look. Bang, 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 bang.
What am I?
This is the essence of sex. You think Liz Taylor would throw her panties at me? It all depends what you would.
I got it. Oh, gotta coordinate.
Coordinate. You know how to coordinate. Can we just... Gerard, did you know inside your dad jacket was all mushroom? Yes.
Can we just make it a little darker?
He got on a mushroom belt. Hey, Gerard, did you know your pops had on a mushroom belt? You didn't marry me for my cooking.
That's funny.
She bought a whole thing of chitlins.
Oh, we gotta at least do this one real fast. Players Club. You know we gotta do that.
Take it away. I know what I'm gonna say.
Now the stripping business card in Africa.
You know what part I'm thinking about.
I know what you're gonna do.
Now wash your tone and keep your hands on your.
Oh no, you gotta do it right. Watch your tone and keep your hands on your head.
We heard y'all was running prostitutes up in here. You been in here every damn day. Nah. Hey, who he talking to like that? He talking to your ass. The fuck you think you talking to like that? You don't talk to me like that, Freeman. You ain't got no goddamn voice. You ain't got nothing. You ugly motherfucker. You know goddamn well. You wrong, man. All the pussy I done hooked your ass up with. You better wear your bulletproof ass all day. All motherfucking day. You too, you fat motherfucker. Let me see you again. Baby, I'll be down there. Don't you worry about nothing. Gorilla. Do something.
That one was funny.
That's fucking amazing.
Freeman, I'm just asking you a question.
Ooh, that one. I wouldn't even know nothing from that.
At this point, this is a talent.
Oh, I know. I'm just letting them go.
What else?
Please
don't do my movie. You already know what I'm thinking about.
Do his movie.
No, we gonna get there. We gonna get there in a minute. I got a couple more before we head out. We got a couple more. We got a few minutes. Let me throw a little curveball. Go ahead.
All right, let me throw one out there for you, Paul. You love this movie, Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh, I was gonna go there, man. But I got a different one for you. Go ahead.
I know what you gotta do. I want you to do it.
Oh, here we go. Vampire in Brooklyn.
Man, there's a lot of lumber in this place. Look at this. Speaking of which, hey, do you believe in love at first sight? Oh, you trying to play hard to get, huh? Let me work on for you. Hey, watch it, John. If I blow a hole in your afro.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the part?
Did any parts apart.
It was a whoop, goddammit, stink clap, blinking ass whoop. The motherfucker jumped on the roof and ran over there. And when he got there, son of a bitch turned into a man. Get the flip flop telling me. Just like a hoe I knew back in 62 or 63. I come to the door. It's love, man. Got a little kiss, man. I go to the door. She's a man. Flip flopping this shit. You ever seen a motherfucker flip flop on you and shit like that? All in your face and flipping around and shit.
He's so committed.
Goddamn, anybody who has survived around this place. It's a hell of a night outside. Come on, let's go do this shit on the lawn. Come on, sister. Excuse me.
Alright, I gotta throw a curveball. I gotta throw a couple of curveballs. Let's see if you know them. Ready?
Oh, fuck.
See if you get it. Jason's lyric. Really? No Jason's lyric? You know, Bohemian Woodbine?
I couldn't get into it.
No, okay, can't give us.
I couldn't get into it.
I don't like Jason's lyric like that. I tried throwing out for the ladies.
I couldn't get into that.
It
was a good movie, but I couldn't get into that.
Yeah, that's the one where bald head.
Yeah.
I should call it. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Let me retract that. I'm gonna strike that from the conversation. Jada Pinkett Smith.
It was a good movie, but I couldn't.
It's the only one that
You don't get a slap.
It's the only movie. Well, I can say it's the only movie she got known for because she was in Set It Off too. But that was the one that got her recognized off the ground.
That was a good movie, but I couldn't really get into it.
I got another one. Drumline. You know, Nick Cannon, Zoe Saldana.
My best friend knows that movie. Only part I like is when he said, "Hey," and nobody know how to do a taper, and he cut his afro off.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one too. What else?
Cat Daddy.
I'm tripping. Oh, we gotta do life. Go ahead.
Oh,
we gotta do life.
Hey, you gonna eat your cornbread? Oh, trouble. Hey, don't say that too. You talking to me? No, man, you know I ain't gonna eat my cornbread. Hey, Willie, you mind passing this? Hey, Carl, don't give away your cornbread. That's your cornbread. Hey, Ray, you ain't gotta stick up to me, man. I'm a grown man. You know, I ain't gonna eat the cornbread. You want? Hey, you gonna eat your cornbread? You gonna be on his jaws and clipping his toenails. And maybe I ought to eat your cornbread. Oh, motherfucker, you can't have my cornbread. That's a damn show. Because you try to take my cornbread, part 2 of my killer spring gonna get it going in your ass right now. You better not be thinking about my cornbread. You better get the taste out your mouth. Hey, New York. Hey, you ever been down to the Kitty Cat Club? Kitty Cat might have it plenty of time, but when you ever in New York, you gotta go to Ray's Boom Boom Room. What you talking about, the Boom Boom Room? That's what I said, the Boom Boom Room. So it don't exist. Yeah, it exists in my mind. You know, when motherfuckers be thinking about stuff like that, you know.
That's a good one.
Wait, hold on. I got a part on life. When he kept staring at her, hey boy, you looking a little too heavy. Oh my ass. Look, there ain't no wrong with you staring, but the way you look, you mean you gonna go in there and jam his dick and start fucking. I'm the Batman.
That part's funny.
Oh, shit.
Can't get right. Hey, yo, Bell, I know a bitch named Debbie hit harder than you.
That was funny.
You ain't get my cornbread claw.
Oh, that's too funny.
What you looking at, Ray? Just what the fuck you looking at, Ray? You know, I know this. You and Mr. been mighty friendly lately. What y'all all new couple? Kiss my ass. Mr. Wilkins is just an old man that like to talk. That's all that is, Ray. That's all that is. Oh, yeah, y'all like to talk, huh? But I'm in the mood to talk to myself. Well, come on, Ray. Well, what you want to talk? I want to talk about the plan you've been working on. I ain't working on no plan, Ray.
That was good too. Hold on. Let me get two more in here before we get up out of here. Let me think. Let me go. Let me get something.
Shut your mouth and your face.
Okay, well, Paul, is there one you want to throw out there?
Oh yeah, go. You can throw one out there.
At this moment, I think we Camden brought all the list down. I can't. You just pick one out and I'll see if I try to act it out. Go ahead.
Let's do the wood. My brother's gonna.
Hey, you know the part of my favorite part of the wood whenever. Hey, what the hell is that over there? I'm sorry, no, it was my allergies. You, greasy one. Get the tail light fixed, boy. You get in the back. Nigga, these kids got more heart than you. You over here crying. You get up or you get beat up.
Oh, I got a question for you. This is based off the wood. Let me see if you get the answer. See if you know the quote.
Go for it.
What's the rule about gum? No, you gotta know this. This is a good one. What's the rule on gum? Because remember they were in the liquor store and they was going through the whole thing about mints. When you go through the mints, you gotta have the mints. He's like, you gotta have the mints in your mouth so you keep your mouth fresh. All this stuff. Then he was like, so what's the rule about gum?
I forgot. Damn, I forgot.
Oh, this is a perfect.
What about gum?
I got this.
I don't need that one.
Yeah, I got this.
All right, the thing to always remember when dealing with females, suck, never chew. That man got knowledge.
What's the rule about gum? Suck, never chew. That dude got knowledge. He got knowledge. That was dumb.
Man, leave the waterhead girls alone.
Oh man.
That my part was he showed up to the house, he threw up. He said, "What the fuck is that smell?" He said, "You ain't washing no dogs." Says who?
Took him outside out. That part was funny. They was up there dying.
I see a lot of things changed since high school.
Oh no! It's with remember when they took the clothes to the laundry? She was like, "This is gonna need a prayer and a miracle to get these."
Well, we need you to do a prayer in an hour. An hour?
Yes.
He's not. He said, "No." My favorite part when they got back to the house. He said, "So what's up? Hey, you spilled something in your dress? Come on, girl, chop. We gotta wait." Shut up, Slim. Why I gotta shut up? Cause you probably said some shit to him. You may not want. You know what? Y'all both made. I'm gonna tell you, y'all both
made for me. Yeah, y'all both made for each other. That was a
he
good
said,
one.
"You ain't washing no dogs." Says who?
That part was fantastic. Tamala Jones was hilarious. That movie.
Yeah, she was.
Throw this one at you.
Go ahead.
Sprung.
Oh yeah, you got me, Sprung.
Item, come forward.
Oh, believe I'm low right now.
That somehow funny and big and make yourself feel good. Y'all got me going crazy up in here. All right, number 3, get your ass back, way back.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh, that's too funny.
Hey, you get out of here, boy. Wait, what size jacket it is? That's just my size.
Take it off.
Take it off. All right, now you get out of here.
It was a nice jacket.
It was. Is this the best punani you had in your life?
That's too funny.
He said you didn't get that. You didn't get mammal up in there hitting that booty.
So,
oh right. Go ahead.
So I did this because this was on a list, and I didn't even go through all of them. There was more on this list that we didn't even get to.
What's it called? What's the list?
This is a game of how many black movies have you seen? Is the list of this? Is the list?
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
I get 100% right there.
How many movies are there?
There is
a lot of black
50 movies. I didn't even get to all of them. I probably skipped like a good 15, 20
Well, you were just going random. So.
I was going random. So I'll give you some other movies that were on there that we didn't get to.
Well, give me one final one.
Yeah. Final one, Cameron.
A good one.
That's on here that we didn't get to. I don't know if y'all would know this. Well, you might. Ooh, let me see if I can trip you up. See if you've seen it.
What is it?
Get Out.
By the dudes.
Yeah. Get Out.
I saw that. Yeah, that was a strange movie.
It was.
Can't act it out.
I know you can't act it out because it's a tough one.
There's nothing funny to act
No. There is one.
It's only one scene.
Wait. Let me get my hand in it. Let me get the hand in the thing. He snapped up his hand. That's the only part. That part was cold, boy.
But
Actually,
I can't act it out. It was a good movie.
I take it apart. There is kind of I at least found it funny is when I forgot who was out there. They're out in the woods, right? And you see that dude just fucking sprinting.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then at last minute he just turns.
Yeah, that was
the whole thing.
Lil Rel.
Lil Rel, yeah.
He was fucking. How he was running looked so.
His hands
gone. That boy was gone. What else was on there? So Get Out was on there. What else? Waiting to Exhale is on there. We didn't get to that. Waiting to Excel?
Yeah.
Well, we did Waiting to Excel. Oh, no, not Waiting to Excel. Excuse me. Love Jones was on there.
Ooh.
You know, you get the funk in your left eye. Yeah, that one. You know.
That poem always got me.
Yeah.
Real quick, was it House Party where... I forget, but I just remember the scene where it was that pimp, right? And he's clipping his toenails on the table, right? And he's got crackers and jelly right there. And then
that's House Party 2.
Was that 2? Yeah, I think it was 2.
No, that was 3. That was 3.
Was it 2 or 3?
I like to call it. That was 3. I like to call it Chronic.
Yeah.
Get my money, boy. Get it now.
So we didn't get there.
Love Jones, dang, that's what.
Love Jones with Lawrence Tate and Nia Long.
That's only one part I like. You know, your microwave cooking ass.
We didn't get to
when that Love Jones come down, you be a motherfucker.
Baps we didn't get to. Holly Berry and old girl who passed away. I forgot her name off the top of my head, but she passed away not too long ago.
Oh, my favorite part of it. I'm gonna hit him like Tyson.
Oh,
Tyson hit him like this.
I got one we're gonna do. I'm gonna skip it. We're gonna get back to it. We're gonna do that one last. Brown Sugar we didn't get to. That's with Sanaa Lathan and Omar Epps. Yeah. 2 could play that game. That was with Vivica Fox and
no, she didn't. No, this trick ass bitch didn't. Now you see, girls, I ain't gonna find it, because it's a man. But you know what? I don't like this bitch. Man, this girl, fuck it up.
We didn't get there.
He said, "Give me a snow bunny. Give me a snowflake."
We didn't get to Crooklyn.
Ooh, wait, Cam, you didn't mess that up right there. Crooklyn, you can't act that out, man.
I know that's a grown. I'm saying this on the. That was just on the. That's a grown folks movie, but that was on the list. So Crooklyn was on there. Belly was on there. With Nas and all them, all the rappers, they did that movie.
Let's go to Africa, baby. That's what
speaking of Africa, Moonlight was on there. I know that was like most people wouldn't know Moonlight. There's another movie.
I know because it's a new Moonlight, but back in the days it was. I know which one you're talking
about. Stomp the Yard.
Oh yeah, the breakdance movie, right?
Yeah, the stomping movie. Yeah.
I just love when Chris Bell do that smile when he get ready to
Stomp the Yard was great. It was a great movie, by the way. Speaking of Chris Brown, This Christmas was on there too. Where it was like, it was Chris Brown. Nipsey Hussle's wife was on there.
Was Terrence Howard in that one?
Damn, that's a good question.
I know he was with a Christmas movie he did with Queen Latifah. No, but it was funny.
That's the one I skipped. Yeah. The Best Man was on the list too. That's.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna go there.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get us beat up.
Yeah.
There's a movie on there that I saw before. It's called Dope. That was produced by Pharrell, and it was about a bunch of young kids in there that probably
I saw that.
It was a good movie.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I actually, I forgot. I listened to one of the songs.
Yeah.
He had that fine girl on there.
Oh yeah.
Into that match. Okay.
Yeah, but Dope was a good. That's an underrated but very.
It was good
movie. Though. School Days is on there.
With Mike Epson.
No. School Days with Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, the old school. With Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, the old school.
How come you guys motherfuckers always think y'all know everything?
Yeah, that one. What else is on there? Girls Trip was on there.
That's when he had that fucking long.
Yeah, I got that big old one. Yeah. Girls Trip was on there.
Oh, that's only one part I love on Girls. He said, "Young lady, all right, you drink that. That shit that is powerful now."
Yeah, that was good.
It's a booty hole.
Love and Basketball is on there, of course.
Sanaa
Lathan, Omar Epps with the basketball movie. That was good.
That
was the one where
I'll play you for it. For what? Your heart.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing between love and basketball. Hey, double or nothing.
What else? We did use.
That was one of the high school movies.
Juice was on there.
Hey, you got the Juice now.
Paid in Full. We didn't get to.
Oh man, wait. Hey, so your man over there gonna send me in. Now I'm gonna get back to you on that one and try when we can do some business.
Yep. Paid in Full. What else? Dead Presidents was on there. I don't know if you remember Dead Presidents. That's the one where they robbed the bank.
Hold up. I got that's for Chris Tucker and stuff. Hey, don't never bite the hand that feeds you, boy. Here, I can eat something. Suck on this.
ATL was on there. ATL's the one with T.I.
Wait. What are y'all smoking? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, but I got me some cutty last night. Stop lying. You got some cutty in this house? Ain't nobody get cutty but me. I get the drawers, I get the booty, I get everything.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he the only one to get no cutty. I hope your little weenie falls off.
Y'all see Uncle Drew?
Uncle Drew's good. That's not on here.
Hey, yo,
Uncle Drew's good. Uncle Drew's
Come
good.
back out, young blood.
What is this? That's A-Track.
What else?
Good game, young blood.
What else we missed? Love Don't Cost a Thing. That's on there.
Ooh,
That's with Nick Cannon and Christina Milian. That one was
Damn,
pretty
she was
good.
fun in that movie.
Johnson Family Vacation. That's the one with that's Steve Harvey.
Yeah, the part was
Steady.
when he was the car guy. He was dancing with that young girl. Oh, come on, just bring me back and sit back and rule, something like that, dog.
And one more, and you got to do this one. A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
I see you, Snoogie Boo.
Stupid. I knew
You can't hit a woman, but I can. I'm gonna bust your head wide open. Oh, mama's boy. The club scene. Hey, shut up, man. My shit bigger than you. Oh. Him and Bobby Brown with the girls.
Yeah, that part.
That was my favorite part with Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown cannot dance the same. It was like, shout out to Bobby Brown, by the way. He got a new show covered out. I gotta probably
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I saw that.
Yeah, I gotta peep that a little bit, see if he's doing good. But anywho, the reason why I did it in two segments, because I want to give two different perspectives. I don't want to be all jury and boring. I want to give like two different shots of what we do into one. So that is the list. I will have this list posted. So you let me know which ones that you knew, which ones that you didn't know, and this man needs to act engaged someplace down the line, so we can get him into some scripts.
We're gonna get him on a show on the CW.
Exactly, on some scripts.
This right here, this is the new Green Arrow.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
But anywho,
Yeah, Robin.
anywho, fellas, give me some final thoughts before we get up out of here.
What you thinking, Jerry?
As far as by that, I always say, keep a state of mind and stay healthy and stay positive. It's so much crazy stuff that's happening in this world that made people do crazy things. But at the end of the day, we all children of God. And, seek help. If you know you need help, get the help you need. And then as far as wise, entertainment-wise, it's always good to tell jokes. It's always cool to put a smile on your face. Sometimes you might be in a situation where you might need a good laugh or two. So always keep in mind it. Stay healthy and stay focused.
Vic, talk to him.
Well, like Paul said here, the world is just it's seemingly just becoming crazier and crazier every year. But despite all that, the best way to combat this fear is to simply stay educated and, more importantly, stay aware. And make sure to seek information for yourself. Don't just listen to what others are saying. Whether it's from us, something else, or whatever, always look for yourself. Find your own sources. Determine what's true, what's not. Be a truth seeker. Don't just take things from one person, no matter how reliable the source. One of the best ways to fight fear is education. And when you're educated about the topic and you know what's going on around you or what's happening, knowledge negates fear. So just stay aware, seek truth, and more importantly, have faith. Cam, anything else?
Ooh, go see my ones, go see my guns. Shout out to Biggie. I echo both sentiments.
I just now
I know you just caught it.
As I flow with the Julia Mafia, I don't know what the hell stopping you.
Go see my ones, go see my guns. Get it? You tell Papa hit it, then split it as two. And I roll with the Julia Mafia. I don't know
what the hell stopping you.
I should have started. That's another episode for another time.
We're trying to wind down, man.
Anywho, twofold. I take both of y'all sentiments and
I thought you said cinnamons.
Not cinnamons.
We got flavor.
You hungry?
Sentiment. He must be hungry, boy. He been talking about food all day.
That's a fat boy's perspective. You can't fault me on that.
Leave me alone.
But go ahead, brother.
I'll wake up one.
Did you say steak? Man, that's a one movie we didn't. Deuce Bigelow.
No, we didn't. It wasn't even. Well,
it is, man.
It's kind of a. I mean, it's the non-hood classic. When I get you, it's not a black.
Okay.
There's a lot of movies we didn't cover. That was just what was on the list. Anyway,
that's a huge.
The one thing that I would encourage y'all to do is get educated on any information that's given out to you. Not for anything else. It's always goes to the trust and verify. Not to say that what people are saying is not telling you necessarily the wrong thing, but you want to form your own ideas, form your own perspectives. Because that's all we do. We get out there, we give you the thoughts and ideas. It's for each one of you to kind of figure out what that means to you. Because things that we say, things that other people say may mean one thing to one person, may mean something else to somebody different. So find it out for yourself. Learn. Do the research. That's literally what we do. The things that we talk about, we do the research on. The reason why Paul knows a lot about movies because he watches movies. It's what it is. Yes. The reason why Vic knows about gun and gun control because he studies that stuff. He knows about gun and gun control. That's what he does. We do a lot of the studying, a lot of the research. Sometimes so y'all don't necessarily have to, but I always say just double back and just make sure we're right because we're not. There's nobody on this planet that's perfect. We're not 100% perfect. Not every single thing is going to be perfect, spot on. And it may not necessarily be specific for you. But I always say just learn it, develop it, utilize it in a way that you see fit. Also, be aware of your family, your people around you. Make sure you say what's up to your fam, your friends, check in with them, whether they're close to you, whether they're in the same building or whether they're far away. Make sure you check in with your squad, make sure everybody's doing good because you never know what people are going through, away from your presence.
Especially nowadays, don't let distance stop you.
Exactly. Yeah. Make sure we do your best you can. Just, say what's up, interact with people as much as you can because you just never know. A small hello, a small word of encouragement may go a long way in somebody's life.
You'd be surprised how desperate some people need to hear these simple words as "How are you?"
Yep. How you doing?
Is
everything good? Sometimes you just
have a blessed day.
You need to hear. Some people just need to hear the simple things just to let you know that somebody's at least willing to listen to them, even if it's just for 30 seconds. Because you never know. That might deter a lot of stuff that's going on. Always be mindful of the kids, of course. Our prayers go out to not just the people of Uvalde, but everybody who's been going through tragedies as of late. Our prayers go out to each of them and their families and whatnot. As far as us, we're going to continue to do what we do. Like I said at the door, I'm going to say it on the exit. Make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate each and every person who take the time to listen to our podcast.
Thank you guys so much.
Our podcast. It's definitely a privilege and honor to continue to do this. Thank you for each and every one of the subscribers. We are going to be doing a drawing sometime soon. Like I said, we got to get to a certain threshold. You already know what that is. Once we get there, we will do that drawing. We want to make sure we put that out there. And we got people working in the background doing some different things as well. So shout out to the people working in the background. We will be introducing those people as we go along. Y'all know who y'all are. We will definitely make it a point to do that as well. Besides that, y'all know who we are. We are the PVC crew, and this has been Laying Pipe with the PVC crew. And I didn't even say that at the beginning, but this is episode 20-4. So appreciate y'all rocking. Definitely an honor for my man Paul, for my man Vic. My name is Cam, a.k.a. Mr. Nerd Boy Fresh. Y'all know how we do. And like always, you know how it is. It's God above everything. Till the next time, family, we will do this again soon.
Much love and respect.
Salute.